So in today's video, I thought I'd bring you a Redbubble design tutorial showing you guys how to make periodic table element type designs, something that looks a little bit like what you can currently see. I myself use a variation of different design templates and it's helped me a lot on Redbubble. So in this video, I thought I would share with you guys how to make this as well as examples of other versions of this design. Hi guys, my name is Phil and welcome to the Money Game YouTube channel. For anyone that's new around here, I make print on demand content to both motivate and to give you guys tips and tricks on how to improve your print on demand shops. If you happen to be new around here and you're trying to make some extra cash online, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bells so you will always be notified when I upload a new video. And if you do go on to find any sort of value from this video, a like rating is very much appreciated. Now for anyone who might be searching for some extra information when it comes to how to make some money online, I have a free print on demand starter guide that's linked down in the description. However, if you're looking to make this into more of a full-time thing, I have a paid step-by-step guide that's also linked down below. With that said, like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to be bringing you a Redbubble design tutorial showing you how to make a periodic table styled design. The main thing we'll cover in this video is going through how to make the designs, as well as I'll show you a free way you can make them for those who don't have Photoshop, as I will be showing the tutorial through Photoshop. And as for examples of the designs, this is what you could potentially create through using what I'll be showing you to make. So there we've got a design that says art, the element of surprise. We've got one that says sarcasm, the element of my personality, and then finally a Christmas related one that says ho ho ho. The possibilities with this design template are endless. I'm sure you guys can think of a million other things you can use this for, and I know for a fact a lot of you guys are in niches that are doing well already, so this is something you would be able to implement into that. And with that said, I'm going to jump onto Photoshop and I'll show you exactly how you can make this fast and easy. Right guys, I've jumped on Photoshop and I'm going to be showing you the dimensions I'm going to be using. But before I get into that, for anyone who doesn't have Photoshop, who wants to follow along with this tutorial, a free alternative you can use is Photopea, photopea.com. If you want to use photopea.com and you don't already have it, all you need to do is search photopea.com. It works through the browser, so you don't have to download it. You can use it online for free. And then once you're at this point, you just need to click new project and you can follow along with what I'm doing on Photoshop if you don't have it. Back to Photoshop, what I like doing when I'm creating my dimensions, I usually go with 5000 by 7100. But if you're looking to make designs that you're going to put on merch by Amazon as well, you want to go 4500 by 5400 in terms of dimensions. And I usually make sure the resolution is around 150 to 300 DPI, which is the resolution. So we'll just click OK there. So yeah, once you have your canvas opened up like I do here, you're pretty much ready to go. What I usually do is then open a website that shows me periodic table letters. This is the website here and I'll link it down in the description if you want to be able to open it. Now let's say we want to create a Christmas based design, so we just want it to say ho ho ho. You just come here, you type in ho ho ho, all connected together, and then you click elementize it. Once you click that, it will show you what it would look like. Now what I usually do at this point, I look at obviously the letters, then I look at the name of the element which is just below, and then I go over and I recreate that. Now once you have the text you want to use here, you could either download this image just so you can have a reference, not to use this mainly because this image, when it comes to the font and the design of it, will probably be trademarked by this site, so you need to create this in your own way. So yeah, I'll get the image onto Photoshop just for reference, and then what you want to do is start off by creating these boxes. Now depending on what you want to create, the amount of boxes could be less or more. Either way, they're not too hard to create. All you need to do to create these boxes is click on a shape. So I'll create a new layer down here and then I'll click on a shape. So we'll click on the square. Once you click on the shape, you just make sure that it's to a standard that looks okay to you. So I'll put it like this and keep it at this size, just as an example. And when you have it, you want to then go in the settings, because as you can see, it's currently filled in. You want to go in the settings and make sure that it has an outer stroke and then it's blank on the inside, which it should sort out in a second. Once that is done, you want to make sure that the outer stroke has a bit of size on it. So something like that. And once that's done, you pretty much have your square ready to go. So if I was to take off the background, you see now we have a square with nothing in the middle of it. So all you then want to do is duplicate this. So you can do this by either clicking Command J or Control J, and you duplicate the square. You want to make sure that you then drag it so they're aligned, something like this. I'll duplicate it again. So once again, Command J or Control J, and then just like that, we've got the 3 squares like you can see up here. Now the next stage of creating this design is to create the little numbers that go up there. So at this point, all you need to do is just make sure you've got the numbers plopped in there. So I'll type 67, then Control T to transform, so to make it a little bit bigger, and then we'll make it a little bit bigger here. So not too big. I want to make sure that the font that I'm using is a font that I actually like. So I usually go for Arial, and then I make it bold, mainly because that stands out and it still looks fairly simple. So I've got Arial there. We'll make it bold, and then just like that, we've got our 67 in the corner. Then you can duplicate that again, just drag it across, duplicate it again, and drag it across. And then once that's done, the next stage is then to put the whole. Once again, it's very easy. You just want to write whole for the first time, and then you duplicate it 3 times like it was just done. It's a very, very easy design style to create. And the best thing about this is once you have it done, you can then change the letters in there by just simply typing into the template or adding more boxes if that's what you want to do. So I'll make sure that it's HO, but the O is lowercase. So I'll just make sure that's fixed there. HO. So duplicate that, put it across, duplicate that, put it across. I don't know where it's going. You want to duplicate that and put that across as well. So I'll put that here. Once that's done, the final stage is then to put the name of the element. So this is a holmium, I think that's how it's pronounced, so holmium. So we want to write that and then put that down below there. So I'll quickly do that now. So a holmium, I don't think I've ever heard of this one. I've not been in school in a long time, so I'm not going to remember most of those elements. If you do, shout out to you. So let's just put a holmium at the bottom there. So we'll put a holmium. Once again, this is just a rough way of making this design. I'm just trying to make this quickly just to show you guys that you can make this fairly quickly. It's not really hard to make. And then you put holmium, then duplicate that, you put holmium. And just like that, we've recreated this design in our own way. Different ways you can make this unique to yourself is by using different fonts. You can add a little bit of text below there, so you could say ho ho ho, and if you want to be a little bit more creative, you could put Merry Christmas, and this could be a design that you put on a greetings cards. Now I'm always telling people greetings cards do really well. I'm seeing a lot of people on the Facebook group as well as down in the comment section saying that they are selling greetings cards. Might throw some screenshots on the screen if I can find those comments. So this is a design that could even go really well with greetings cards. So you could have something that says ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, like this. Maybe make it a little bit bigger and find a royalty-free image to use that's Christmas related and put it there. Another thing I like about doing this is that once you have everything created, so you can select all the files. I'll just make sure they are all selected, and once all the files are selected, you can put them in a folder. And once it's dragged into the folder, all you want to do, firstly, I will remove that image that I downloaded, and then I will center this, somewhat center it. If you want to center things so you know they're to your liking, you can bring out the little ruler. It will click when you get to the middle of the page. Yep, so I just center this, and then once that's somewhat centered, so yeah, you can add whatever extra you want to it. But another little cool feature is the fact that you can just double click on the folder and then click on color overlay once it pops up, and then change the folder color itself to white, for example. So I'll just quickly do that. So let's say you change the background to red and now change the text to white, which you can do by literally just clicking on the group. You will now have a design that looks like this, that could either be put onto a Christmas card, or you can upload it to Redbubble white and just make sure that it shows up on red products. It's very, very easy to do. And let's say you just wanted to create a design where it's just one periodic element and then there's some text at the bottom. Once you've created something like this, all you need to do is duplicate the group that you made with all the layers in it. So I'll just quickly duplicate the group. All you want to do is then find the square in the middle. So I'll make sure that's the last thing that's visible. And you just want to make sure that everything else on the outside, you just take it away. So I'll quickly do that for you guys now. And then once you do that, you can see there's only one element left in the middle. All you need to do is put whatever element you want to put in there. For example, if we was to put R, the element of surprise, we'll then change the HO to an AH. So I'll just quickly do that for you guys now. So the HO would quickly change to an AH. So we'll just put AH like this, and then you'd go back to the element website that's linked down in the description, put the element, put the number there, and then right here you'd write the element of surprise. So instead of Merry Christmas, you'd just write something like the element of surprise, and just like that you've got the text. The last thing you'd need to do at this point is just maybe make that bigger. Do at this point is just increase the size of the element. Bring out, center everything kind of like this. And obviously once you've added the correct number, the correct element, it will then say R, the element of surprise. So it's very easy to create this template, and there's a lot you guys can do with it. For anyone that's made it to this point of the video, this is a little extra bonus. This is what it would look like on Redbubble. As you can see, there's only 131 results in this little niche. So you guys can even start creating designs, putting them in, or finding other elements to work with. There's a lot you can do here, and it's really easy to create. There's different variations of how you can go about making this. As you can see, this person has used their own variation, but it's something that's very doable that anyone can do. Once again, use Photoshop if you have it. If you don't, use photop.com. It's completely free to use, and it's also linked down below. I'm going to end this one here. If you want to see more of these kind of things, down in the comment section, comment down more tutorials. But for today, that is everything. Always remember that everything is rigged in your favor, and manifest success.